It seems like nobody is safe in America because Trump has now said that he is going to deport all people who are dual citizens, who are Americans, because they said that they have to swear their allegiance to America. So there are so many people in America who are part Mexican, who are part Canadian, who are part British, who all hold dual citizenships. And he said that these people are going to be given a choice to give up their other citizenships or be deported or leave the country. I mean, who's going to be left in America? I honestly don't know. But it could very well be some very, very angry bunch of Americans who I don't understand. With the damage that Trump is doing to America, there is no way America will ever recover from this man. And you lot are praising him. You lot you think that he is doing amazing things for your country, but what he is doing is absolutely properly destroying not only America, but the whole of the West.
Hi everyone, welcome to yet another video. It's Ndagire here. Thanks for clicking. On this video, we're going to be talking about something that is actually freaking out a lot of people, like a lot of people. So it turns out that if you are an American passport holder and you also have dual citizenship, apparently you're going to have to decide which side you are on, because there's this Republican senator that came up with a bill that if you have dual citizenship, you're not loyal to America. So apparently you need to choose which side you're on and stay with apparently one passport. And that should be the American passport or where you come from. And a lot of people are coming out like, okay, the dictatorship at this point is getting crazy. But yeah, guys, listen to what is actually going on and how people are, talking about this situation. Come back and let me know your thoughts on it.
So there's a senator in Ohio who goes by the name Bernie Moreno, who was born in Bogota, Colombia, who is introducing a bill called the Exclusive Citizenship Act of 2025. What does this bill do? What does it entail? Well, according to The Hill, right, the Exclusive Citizenship Act of 2025 would make it so that no one may be a citizen or national of the United States while simultaneously having any foreign citizenship. If passed, a U.S. citizen who voluntarily acquires foreign citizenship would have to relinquish their United States citizenship after the date of enactment. Those who have dual citizenship would have to submit a written renunciation of foreign citizenship to the Secretary of State or a written renunciation of United States citizenship to the Secretary of Homeland Security no later than 1 year after the enactment of the act. Oh, and if you thought that was the end of it, oh no, baby, it gets much worse. An individual who doesn't comply will be deemed to have voluntarily relinquished the United States citizenship for the purposes of Section 349A of the Immigration and Nationality Act, as the bill states. This bill, introduced by Senator Bernie Moreno, born in Bogota, Colombia, is a direct attack against naturalized citizens of this country. People who came here from other places, went through the proper legal channels, and became United States citizens. Plain and simple, there's no other way to put it. I just find it funny that Senator Bernie Moreno, born in Bogota, Colombia, would waste his time introducing a bill like this. There are literally so many other issues that he could be tackling in his home state of Ohio. This isn't even all of them. This is just the stuff I could fit on this screenshot. I've said this before and I'll say it again till I am blue in the face, right? These people want all of us gone. Not just the Hispanics, not just the Latin Americans, not just the black, everyone. If you are not a white man or white woman of Aryan descent, they want your ass up out of here. And they have no qualms and using their little Colombian minions in Senator Bernie Moreno to do it. Now, full disclosure, this bill has almost no chance of passing on its own legs. They don't have the votes in the Senate to do this. But could they tack this bill on to something more important that the Democrats have to sign off on? Probably. Most likely. They've already done something similar. Remember back when they reopened the government? Republicans, within a day of that agreement being reached, tacked on some abortion bill that made abortions harder and more restrictive across the nation. And it slipped past the Democrats because they weren't doing their due diligence. I'm not trying to fearmonger here. I'm just trying to keep the people informed. But we have got to take every threat coming from these lunatics serious, because they have gone out of their way to demonstrate there is nothing they're not willing to do to enact their will. Racially profile people by the hundreds, if not thousands, detain them illegally and deny them their right to due process, no problem. Blowing up boats off the coast of Venezuela, claiming them to be narco-terrorists with absolutely no proof, no fucking problem. Snatching up people and sending them to fucking concentration camps in El Salvador, no fucking problem. These people are evil, and we gotta take everything that come out their mouth serious.
Guys, I'm so upset. I have 3 citizenships, and I might have to give up 2 of them. Some idiot senator from Ohio yesterday introduced a bill into Congress that would ban dual citizenship and make it so that way if you are a dual citizen of the US and some other country, after the legislation comes into force, you have 1 year to renounce your other citizenships, or you'll automatically lose US citizenship. I'm really pissed off about this. I don't think it'll go through, and I want to talk about why. But just like a really important PSA to any other dual American citizens, like keep an eye on this, because like you might have to renounce. Like it would be really hard. I mean, like I would do it, renounce my Italian citizenship and my Canadian citizenship to remain a US citizen. I wouldn't be happy, but I would do it because this is my home. But here's the thing. This country has a population of 340 million people. I read online last night that potentially they estimate up to 40 million of us are dual citizens or are eligible for dual citizenship. Because we have so many immigrants in this country and such a history of immigration. Like so many people have like grandparents or great-grandparents from other countries that sometimes qualify us for dual citizenship or make us automatically dual citizens, whether we're aware of it or not, whether we've claimed the passport or not. Like, I know a lot of dual citizens in my own life, like more than I can count. In fact, I was counting last night, just for curiosity, of people who I know or who I know of, like in real life. I'm aware of probably at least 25 to 30 different people who are, or I think likely are, dual citizens.
What if you hold dual citizenship and the US government told you had to make a decision? Choose between America or Jamaica. Not tomorrow, not next year, but today. Well, a US senator has just introduced a bill called the Exclusive Citizenship Act of 2025. A bill that will force every dual citizen to pick just one nationality. And for Jamaicans in the diaspora, this is no small matter, because many of us hold dual citizenship because it keeps us connected to our homes, our families, our land, our birthright. But under this proposal, you would have 1 year to renounce your Jamaican citizenship or risk losing your American one. Think about that. No more rights to vote in Jamaica. No more active ties to the island that shape your very identity. This isn't just paperwork. This is culture, legacy, and belonging. So hear me clearly. If this bill moves forward, Jamaicans in the diaspora must move forward together, because we are not a small community. We are a global power. We build economies. We influence elections. We shift conversations. And when we stand united, when we raise one voice across every state, every city, every parish, every island, nobody, and I mean nobody, can force Jamaica out of us. So stand firm, stand proud, and stand together, because we are Jamaicans.
So to all my beloved Nigerian patriots that is currently in, first of all, America is walling right now. They're doing the absolute most. I don't think this bill is going to take, but it's just a question for jokes and giggles. For all my Nigerian patriots that love to defend that country, and you are here in America, which passports are you dropping first? Which citizenship will you denounce first? Are you keeping your Nigerian citizenship, or are you going to keep your American citizenship? I am interested in knowing, because sometimes when I do videos on politics and stuff, it's a lot of y'all that be coming for me. A lot of Nigerians be coming for me and saying a lot of blah, blah, blah and a lot of yada, yada, yada. So if this bill did come into play, are you going to drop your American citizenship or your Nigerian citizenship? I am just interested in knowing. That's it, and that's all. No harm here. For all of y'all that like to say, oh, Nigeria is going to be greater tomorrow, you watch and see, stop downplaying the country. I'm talking about to the Nigerians that are here in America. The ones that do plan on going back home eventually, please, which citizenship will you be first to denounce? I beg, please answer.
A U.S. senator wants to ban dual citizenship in the United States because he believes this is going to make America safe. This is a Republican senator from the state of Ohio named Bernie Moreno, who introduced the Exclusive Citizenship Act yesterday, December 1st, 2025. In this bill, he's proposing that anybody with dual citizenship give up their citizenship in another country that is not the United States to pledge their allegiance to the United States. And this is not just limited to people who become citizens in the United States. This is also for people born in the United States with dual citizenship. And Moreno believes by doing this, it's going to create loyalty and national security to the United States. How would this work, you may ask? If you're a citizen of the United States with dual citizenship, you would have X amount of time to renounce your citizenship in another country. After that time, your citizenship in the United States would be vetoed. You would lose your citizenship in the United States, even if you were born here. Now check this out. Stripping someone of their citizenship without their consent goes against the Constitution. And while some might argue that it is with their consent because you're given an ultimatum, that's actually coercive and not consensual. Let's continue. Now, under the Constitution, he would be breaking the 14th Amendment, And it would also go against Afrayam versus Rusk of the 1967 case and Vance versus Terra in the 1980 case. So yes, this bill would be breaking the Constitution. But I don't understand, if American safety is a priority, why are we not focusing inside the United States with harsher punishments, longer jail times, better mental health care in the United States? And the list continues, because majority of the attacks that we have had in the United States that have been terrorizing our citizens are from American nationals. And I guarantee you that most of those American nationals do not have dual citizenship in any other country. But yeah, that bill was actually introduced, even though it goes to our constitutional rights.
As you've seen the video, that is what people are saying. Like I said, people are freaking out. I saw someone that actually has like 3 passports, which I'm like, oh, some people are actually lucky. Like, what do you mean? You have the US passport, you have, 2 other countries as a citizen. And I'm like, oh, that is quite interesting. And what also got me to talk about this is I saw some Caribbeans and some African people that were so immediate. Like I saw in the comments, they were like, yes, if this happens or goes through, immediately I'm denouncing where I'm from because I need to stay with American passport and all things like that. And I'm like, this is exactly what they want, because the fact that you are so open and easy to say that you want to denounce your African continent or where you come from as your motherland, just to be in, America, and you clearly know they don't even care about you or give you any kind of rights, but only want you for labor and for their own interest, is ridiculous. Because what do you mean? You're so easy and fast to talk about, yes, I will denounce my Jamaican passport, I will denounce my Nigerian passport, I will denounce my, Kenyan passport, just because you want to stay in America. Do they even like you? Because the fact that they are saying this, it shows they do not want you. They can now control you. Do you really benefit to the maximum, or is just some, spoon-fed kind of benefits just for you to be obedient? Because if you're really willing to denounce, let's say, denounce being Kenyan, Ugandan, Nigerian, South African, that means you no longer have the privileges of coming back to your home country and getting any kind of benefit that you could have had, because now you are American, because now you are freaking American. And it's just so crazy that we hate ourselves this much, that you're so easy and fast to, your first instinct is, I'm going to denounce where I'm from. But these people really can never do that ever. And then I also saw a video of some lady that was asking, okay, so if this thing goes through, is it also going to apply to the JEWS people?
So this bill that was introduced in the Senate that would ban dual citizenship in the United States, that would count for Israelis too, right? All these American settlers who decided to go become Israelis in Israel, that would include them too, right? They would have to choose one, right? Or would they continue to be able to freely come and go with dual citizenship between the states and occupied, colonized Palestine? Which one is it? I'm just trying to want clarity. I don't expect this bill to materialize in any way, but you never know. Last year, I became a Mexican dual citizen. This is after my dad finally became a US citizen in 2021. He lived here for 40 years as a legal permanent resident, married to my mom, before finally becoming a citizen. He didn't want to become a citizen for such a long time because it used to be that you would have to renounce your Mexican citizenship, which he did not want to do. They changed that, I think, like in the late 90s. So after all this time, he was finally comfortable becoming a citizen because he could keep his Mexican citizenship. But under this bill that was introduced, my dad would have to renounce one of them. He'd have to choose. He doesn't usually go to Mexico. He's been to Mexico. I can count on my hand the number of times in my lifetime that he has returned to Mexico because it is so expensive and we've always been poor. But under an administration that does not want any brown people, no matter their legal status, I do worry about him because it doesn't really matter what your legal status is, which, by the way, is all bullshit.
I actually liked that question because it really made sense. If you're trying to also push this narrative or push this bill, showing that you want full allegiance from your people or American people to choose America above everything else, above their own countries, that means that JEWS people also have to choose to be American, and that means there will be less chaos probably in Gaza, right? Right? Again, like I say, this is not something that has passed. It's just, something they've just brought up. And it's so interesting because the person that brought up is not even fully from America. So it's really interesting. You came as an immigrant into a country and now you feel so settled in that you don't want other people to get any kind of benefits because you are now apparently in a better place. You don't care about anyone else. Crazy, because the way this world has been moving and the way American laws have been changing, one is safe at this point. Clearly, no one is safe at this point. And it's just interesting to see how people can really change after getting in certain spaces. Because what do you mean you are an immigrant and now you want to chase people away for you to please the people that don't even care about you? How do these people really function? Like, what the heck? What? Oh my God, this is why. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this situation. Do you think it's going to be passed or go through? Because if it does, well, a lot of people are going to have to choose sides. They're going to have to choose sides. And I mean, you had the sister that was like, oh, Nigerians, like, you guys are always, harassing me or supporting, Trump and whatever. So what are you going to do about it? Are you going to denounce being Nigerian for America, or where are you going to decide to be? Because yeah, this is the time to decide. This is apparently the time to show where you stand. And we are all just waiting to see how this is going to unfold. I don't know if it's just a scare tactic that they are using to, seek or get people's attention to be loyal to America. I don't know. But this is a crazy one. So many crazy bills have actually been passing. So I won't be actually shocked or surprised if this goes through. But like I asked, or some people are asking, will it also apply to the JEWS people? Will it? Guys, that is it for me in today's video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you in another video. Bye.